بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله جميعا. اليوم إن شاء الله تعالى راح نتكلم عن chapter 7. chapter 7 انتهينا من chapter 6 كامل للمجموعتين، والآن نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى برفع فيديو متعلق ب chapter 7. chapter 7 زي ما تكلمنا عنه في بداية as we discussed before in the last lecture. In chapter 7 contains 3 parts. This is the first part, which we discussed before, or the last lecture. This part is concerned about how to detect or how to predict the pictorial of any body when given a projection of the body. As we discussed before, this is a part top view, and this is a given front view of the body. So now when we want to draw this the pictorial of the system or of the object, this is the given pictorial of the this is the drawn pictorial of the sketch using two projections, top view and front view of the body. As we also discussed before, we have two methods to draw the pictorial. The first method is isometric, using three parts: depth, width, and height of the body. Depth on the angle 30 degrees, and the width in angle 30 degrees, and also the height is perpendicular to the horizontal line. This is for isometric principle. The second principle is an oblique principle. Oblique principle, we here use the width in a horizontal, or draw the width on a horizontal line, and the height of any object in a perpendicular line, okay, or vertical line, and the depth of any object inclined by 45 degrees from the horizontal. This is an oblique method. Why we use oblique method? Oblique method used to draw any pictorials that contain curved systems or curved objects, like cylindrical or cone or holes, and so on. All these can be drawn by using the oblique method, and the horizontal method or the isometric method can be used for any other objects. Now, how to continue this? We will by the last video I show you that if we have to draw the isometric method, we can follow the same procedures. Firstly, we can use the reference point, and then we can draw the depth and the width and the height of any object. So we can complete the pictorial of the body by using using the compass to draw the rectangle of each projection or each part of the pictorial, like this. I show you before on the last video how to draw this technique, and here by using 3 degrees, and here for 30 degrees and 30 degrees. This is an isometric shape. And the oblique shape, also to revise what we introduced in the last video, are here by using we have right, and then the depth on the 45 degrees surface, and this is the width, and this is the height of the object. Now, to complete the projection, we can draw here the same surfaces by using the compass as we learned before, and here we can continue to get the pictorial of the shape. This is what we called a standard shape, can be used for all the pictorials. So we can use this one as طبعا this shape is called prism, rectangular prism. Okay, this is a prism. This is used as a standard shape for all the pictorials, so يعني we firstly draw for any sketch, for any given sketch we can draw this shape as a standard with longest depth and longest width and longest height. يعني the maximum or the total length in for all depth, the total length of all width, and the total length of the height. Also, this is the total length of the depth, the total length of the width, and the total length of height. Maybe يعني someone ask يعني what is the difference between the total or what we mean by total length. Assume we have this sketch. If we have assume this sketch for any object, here we have this one, we have two lengths here, this one from this point to this point, and this is from one point to second point. Or we have another shape like what we called as a hollow. We have here the object. So from here, from this point to this point, maybe we have 10 centimeter, and from here to this point, from this point to this point, maybe we have 8 centimeter, and from this point to other point, assume we have 13 centimeter. Then what we draw here as a standard length in isometric or in oblique method is 13 plus 8 plus 10. 18 plus 8. The total length here is 31. So from the beginning we can draw here total length by 31 centimeter. Then we can drop this shape inside this box or the standard box. Okay, and also for the other lengths. Okay, now we learn how to draw the first part of our assignment, this assignment. Okay, and now we have to learn to draw all other, or part 2 with the two orthographic views given. Draw oblique and isometric pictorials of each of the following problems. We just here we can use an isometric or oblique. One technique for 1, 3, 5 we can use just oblique. For 1 plus 3 plus 5, and for shapes 2 plus 4 plus 6 we can draw an isometric technique. Isometric technique is we can follow the same procedure as we did for part 1 of assignment 7. Okay, now for shape 1, shape 3, 5 oblique method, and for shape 2, 4, 6 we can use isometric technique to draw it. Assume we have the first shape. Now let me draw the first shape 1. Shape 1. Shape 1, like this one, this is a shape 1. Okay, now we want to draw the oblique shape of the method, or of the given pictorials, the given projections. Now we have front view. This is a front view, and this is a right side view for the shapes. Front view and right side view. For oblique technique, the same. We can draw here the oblique technique by using 45 degrees depth and horizontal line for width and vertical line this is the standard shape which can be used to draw the pictorial of a given example. Okay, now this is a front view from this direction, and this is the right side view from this direction, and this is the top view from this direction. Let us now draw the front view of a given shape. This is the front view. As we get here, let me use a red line to show you. Now let us draw the first part of the shape. Okay, and the right side view of this shape is given as, here there is a part here. This part from right side view, this part is not beginning from not start from the beginning wall or beginning edge of the right side view. We see that there is a given dimensions shared between front view and right side view. The dimensions that shared between right side view and the front view is the height. The other shapes in here width, and here is the depth. So the width of the body will start here, and the depth of the object will start from here. So now that means the shared line between, or the shared length between the front view and the right side view is starting from this edge. Okay, we can draw this one. Okay, this is the shared part between front view, and so when we complete from the top, we can find this is the beginning shape of the given pictorials. Now, what is the other side? The other side is here shown as, this is the cross section in right side view. This part it looks like this, and from front view we see that it's go out of the object, goes out of the object. So we can draw it like this. It's out of the object, some manner like this. So this is a given shape. Now we can get it. Now the final shape will be like this. As I mentioned before, we have to learn or to know what is the shared parts for each projection plane. Projection plane, we start with the projection, given a projection plane, and we have to know what is the shared lengths between front view, right side view, front view, top view, and right side view and the top view. This is what we have to learn by this lecture. Okay, now the third part, 3 4 4 as a part, third part of our lecture, I will prepare a video on this assignment. All these parts is known as regular pictorials, regular shapes. Regular shapes, يعني that all shapes we find as actual shapes in our life, like a rectangular prism, as we did now and draw it, pyramid, cylinder, and cone. All these shapes is regular for us, so we called it as a regular shapes. Okay, inshallah ta'ala, see you in another video to show you how to draw the regular shapes. Thank you, and see you inshallah ta'ala.